Can you believe that with just a few pigs you can get married in Papua New Guinea? Yes, this is entirely true. In fact, pigs hold great cultural significance and play a vital role in traditional ceremonies. Today we're diving deep into this fascinating and unique marriage practice, where families exchange pigs as a symbol of wealth, respect, and unity. Join us as we explore not only the marriage customs of Papua New Guinea, but also the deep-rooted traditions and the cultural importance behind them. You won't want to miss this surprising and eye-opening journey in today's video. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The Role of Pigs in Marriage. To get married, a future husband in Papua New Guinea not only needs to be emotionally ready, but he also has to prepare a considerable amount of wealth. This includes valuable gifts, such as woven mats, shells, and most importantly, pigs. In Papua New Guinea, pigs are not just a symbol of wealth, they hold deep spiritual and cultural significance. Pigs play a special role in social culture and are seen as a measure of prosperity, respect, and honor within the community. The importance of pigs in the Suwa region is beautifully illustrated through the origin story of Tahu, a mythical figure who was believed to be half human and half pig, and later transformed into a person. Pigs are seen as closely tied to humans not just culturally, but even physically. They can eat everything humans eat, and their internal organs are similar in size and shape to human organs, a similarity that has even been confirmed by science. Here, pigs are considered valuable assets and are used to measure the worth of a bride. High-value brides can be exchanged for up to 30 pigs, while others may only be worth a few pigs, depending on family status, beauty, and social connections. Before they can marry, men must go through challenges to be recognized as grown men within their tribe. These initiation rites are intense and test physical and mental endurance. One of the most iconic rituals involves enduring 30 days of isolation and a series of trials. By the end of this period, the young man will have earned a set of scars that resemble the textured skin of a crocodile, marking him as strong and worthy. These scars are not just physical. They symbolize a powerful transformation into adulthood. Once they pass this test, men gain important rights and recognition within their community or tribe, signifying their readiness for marriage. To marry, however, they must pay a significant price, usually in the form of pigs. The number of pigs required depends on the bride's value and her family's status. A really good pig can cost around 1,000 kina or $250, making it a substantial investment for marriage. In some cases, marriages involve large exchanges where the groom's family may pool together resources to afford the bride price. This age-old tradition of playing with pigs still thrives, and it beautifully reflects the importance of community, tradition, and cultural identity in Papua New Guinea. Chapter 2. The Price of Tradition. The expenses for the bride's family when preparing for marriage also can be quite substantial. They typically include cash ranging from 2,800 to 14,000 kina, 10 to 50 pigs, and often 2 to 3 cows. The more prestigious the bride's job, such as being a teacher or holding a position in the community, the higher the bride price becomes. If the couple has already lived together and has children before the marriage ceremony, the price increases even more. This is because, in Papua New Guinea's customs, it is believed that since the woman has already proven her ability to give birth, her value and, therefore, the bride price must be higher. Men who cannot afford these significant costs often remain single, as marriage becomes an unattainable goal for them. The traditional wedding ceremony itself is rich in cultural symbolism. The bride and groom's faces are elaborately painted white from the nose down to the jawline, with striking gold streaks accentuating their eyebrows and cheeks. The crowd, filled with excitement, especially young girls, cheers joyfully, offering their blessings for the new couple's future. Then, one of the key moments in the wedding, the pig handover ceremony, begins. Villagers gather in a large square, standing on 4 sides, with the pigs tied up in the center. The bride's relatives are called forward to inspect the pigs, ensuring that the number and quality are satisfactory. After this inspection is complete, the ropes are untied, and the pigs are handed over to the bride's mother, symbolizing the start of a new relationship between the two families. Interestingly, the bride's mother returns 2 pigs to the groom's family, as a gesture of goodwill, signifying a desire for a harmonious relationship. The rest of the pigs are marked for slaughter and used in the grand wedding feast, which typically takes place the next day. Chapter 3. The Mumu Ceremony. In this vibrant ceremony, the bridegroom and his clan arrive with an impressive display of pigs from their village, marking the beginning of a significant cultural tradition. The bride's clan, located in Kauai, will take part in the time-honored practice of slaughtering, quartering, and then roasting one of these pigs in a traditional mumu, which is known as a ground oven in Pidgin English. This method of cooking is not just about the food. It's steeped in cultural significance and communal bonding. To prepare the mumu, fire-heated stones are first placed into a pit that has been carefully lined with banana leaves. The process involves placing the meat atop the hot stones, ensuring it absorbs all the delicious flavors. After the meat is positioned, more banana leaves are layered over it, followed by generous wads of grass, creating a natural oven that locks in the heat. This cooking technique requires patience, as the food takes 2 to 3 hours to cook thoroughly, allowing the flavors to meld and the meat to become tender. As the cooking progresses, the tantalizing aroma wafts through the air, promising a delightful feast. Once the mumu is ready, the sight is a feast for the eyes as well. The blackened sides of pork lie hissing and sizzling on a banana leaf mat beside a heap of sweating taro roots, which are a staple in the Melanesian highlands. These taro roots, resembling purple potatoes when cooked, add a colorful and nutritious element to the meal. A man dressed in sweatpants and a toque carefully sliced the meat into smaller, manageable pieces, and another member of the clan proudly holds up an eyeless charred head for everyone to see, showcasing the communal spirit of the occasion. Once the food is prepared, women step in to carry the dishes to a communal area situated in front of the huts, where the excitement builds as everyone gathers. In a display of unity and togetherness, all participants sit in a large circle around the food. Guests occupy one side, while the hosts proudly sit on the other. In this vibrant celebration, the atmosphere is filled with warmth, laughter, and a deep sense of community. Guests are welcome to join the Kauaian side of the circle, where family ties, known as tambu, create an inclusive environment. Everyone feels a sense of belonging in this lively feast, celebrating their shared traditions and bonds. So, what does the groom get in exchange for his 30 or more pigs? Essentially, he gains a wife who is expected to provide cheap labor, bear children, and tend to his land. The bride, on the other hand, faces a life of hard labor, working in her husband's vegetable garden, caring for his pigs, enduring several pregnancies, and often facing physical abuse. In this society, men can marry multiple wives if they can afford it, while women are strictly limited to one husband. Should a woman wish to leave her marriage, she must have her husband's consent and return the full bride price, a nearly impossible task for most, as many women lack the financial resources to do so. In the family structure, men and women do not live together in the same house. Instead, the women and children reside together in one hut, while the men live separately. Boys remain with their mothers until they reach the age of 8, at which point they move in with their fathers to learn the responsibilities of manhood. Girls, however, stay with their mothers until they are married off, when they move into their husband's household. Social events such as weddings, celebrations, and funerals serve as the primary occasions where young boys and girls can meet, get to know one another, and potentially find a match for marriage. Once a couple decides to marry and gains their parents' approval, the families negotiate the bride price, with much of the decision based on the bride's ability to support her husband's parents in their old age. For many women, marriage is a grueling experience. After joining their husband's family, they are expected to take on nearly all household chores and labor while having little to no say in family matters. Sadly, many women in Papua New Guinea are not respected by their husbands and suffer from physical abuse, as men believe that having paid the bride price entitles them to control their wives completely. Furthermore, because most women are illiterate and have no means of earning an income, they remain trapped in these situations, tending to crops, pigs, and children day after day, with few opportunities for change or personal freedom. Chapter 4. Alice's Story. In many tribes, women are not allowed to participate in community affairs because they are considered to have a low status. Alice is one of the rare women who managed to break free and divorce her abusive husband, which is almost unheard of in her culture. She speaks English and works at a hotel in the Highlands, where she finds a way to escape her dire situation. Alice explained to me that she was able to save money by keeping it in the hotel's safe, where it would be protected from her husband's control. Alongside her job, she also made handicrafts on the side and sold them, using the money to gradually buy pigs. Her mother, aunt, and sister helped her raise the pigs, which would later become her ticket to freedom. Her husband, who was both physically abusive and intensely jealous of her interactions with foreigners, had no idea of her plan. When Alice finally reached her breaking point, she managed to gather 25 pigs and save 900 kinas, or about $250. Despite her progress, she was still short of 6 pigs to meet the full bride price her husband demanded for the divorce. He required the entire bride price, along with custody of their daughter, as the cost of their separation. Having already lost her 1-year-old son to measles, Alice couldn't bear the thought of losing her daughter as well. Heartbroken but determined, she followed her brother's advice and sought help from a traditional healer. The healer demanded several hundred kina for his services, but Alice could only offer him 100 kina upfront, promising to pay the rest later. The healer accepted the offer and began his ritual by tying a knot in a rope each time Alice mentioned her husband, brother, father, or any other male relative. He then dipped the rope in red paint and instructed Alice to bury it deep in the mud so that the names of those men could no longer torment her. With great satisfaction, Alice buried the knotted rope, stomping it deep into the mud up to her knees, symbolizing her desire to sever ties with the pain they caused. Alice then boldly told her husband she was ready for the divorce and claimed she had the full amount of the bride price. On the agreed day, she arrived with her 25 pigs and 900 kina, far from the complete payment her husband demanded. To Alice's surprise, her husband, seeing the money and the pigs, quickly agreed to the divorce without further demands. He didn't press her for the remaining 6 pigs, nor did he fight for custody of their daughter. At that moment, Alice realized she had successfully freed herself from 7 years of marriage that had felt like a prison. Today, Alice is incredibly proud of what she has accomplished. Through persistence, creativity, and sheer determination, she found a way to end her horrifying ordeal and reclaim her life. Her story serves as a beacon of hope for women in Papua New Guinea who are trapped in similar situations. We hope that through Alice's courageous journey, more women will find the strength to fight for their freedom and escape the cycle of abuse. Papua New Guinea is far from a poor country. It is rich in mineral resources, and the natural gas pipeline currently under construction is expected to bring in enormous revenue. However, cultural customs like marrying with pigs remain deeply rooted in its society. These traditions, while unique and intriguing, also highlight the challenges many women face in a society where livestock often determines one's freedom or bondage. In addition to the custom of marrying pigs, Papua New Guinea is home to many other strange and fascinating practices. One such tradition is the custom of head shaving when a loved one passes away, an ancient ritual that symbolizes respect and remembrance for the deceased. These customs, although unusual to outsiders, are an integral part of the tribe's lifestyles and beliefs. Isn't this country truly captivating in its uniqueness? What do you think about marriage being treated as a transaction involving livestock? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so share them in the comments below. Chapter 5. Papua New Guinea's Landscape. Next, let's explore the breathtaking land of Papua New Guinea in more detail. Papua New Guinea is a country situated in the southwestern Pacific Ocean, just north of Australia. It encompasses the eastern part of New Guinea Island, the second largest island in the world, and more than 600 other smaller islands, each with its own charm. Spanning a vast area of 450,000 square kilometers, Papua New Guinea boasts a population of approximately 8.5 million people. The majority of the country lies in a tropical climate zone, where you'll experience 2 distinct seasons: the rainy season from November to March, and the dry season from April to October. The temperature remains warm and pleasant throughout the year, ranging between 25 degrees Celsius and 30 degrees Celsius, making this a paradise for sun seekers and those who enjoy warm climates. Papua New Guinea's natural beauty is truly awe-inspiring, with a blend of towering mountains and shimmering seas that form a landscape as diverse as it is captivating. In particular, the Owen Stanley Range features mist-covered peaks that rise majestically, cloaked in dense green forests and flanked by deep, mysterious valleys. Winding rivers carve their way through rugged gorges, painting a picture of wild, untouched nature that feels both tranquil and exhilarating. For adventure lovers, this region offers an array of exciting experiences, from challenging mountain climbs and cave explorations to treks through ancient, untouched rainforests. It's a paradise for those seeking thrill and serenity. Beyond the towering mountains, Papua New Guinea also offers some of the world's most pristine and picturesque beaches. The crystal-clear ocean, sparkling in shades of blue and jade, meets fine white sands, creating postcard-perfect shorelines. Beneath the waves, vibrant coral reefs teem with life, forming an underwater world of striking colors, home to a variety of marine creatures, both large and small. Fringing these beaches are cool, tropical rainforests, offering a peaceful retreat where the sea meets the forest. This serene fusion of land and sea creates a haven for those looking to escape the chaos of modern life, making it a perfect destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. Chapter 6. Biodiversity and Cultural Diversity. Papua New Guinea's stunning landscapes are not only visually impressive, but they are also home to a wealth of biodiversity. Rare species of plants and animals thrive here, with the most iconic being the bird of paradise, known for its striking plumage and mesmerizing courtship dance. The country's vast biodiversity is complemented by its equally impressive cultural diversity. Papua New Guinea is one of the most culturally diverse nations in the world, with over 800 distinct languages spoken and hundreds of ethnic groups calling it home. This incredible diversity can be traced back over 60,000 years, when the first settlers arrived from Southeast Asia, bringing their unique customs, beliefs, and traditions with them. In the 16th century, European explorers and colonizers from nations like Portugal, Spain, England, Germany, Australia, and Japan also made their mark on the region, leaving behind a blend of cultural influences that can still be seen today. Each ethnic group in Papua New Guinea retains its own distinct cultural identity, expressed through its traditional architecture, vibrant clothing, and lively music and dance. Despite this incredible diversity, modern Papua New Guinea primarily operates with 4 main languages, with English being the most widely spoken. This means that visitors won't face significant language barriers and can fully immerse themselves in the country's rich cultural heritage and diverse culinary offerings. There is truly no shortage of opportunities to experience the varied and fascinating ways of life that make Papua New Guinea such an extraordinary destination. Chapter 7. Independence Day. The Independence Day Festival in Papua New Guinea, especially in Goroka, is a significant and unique cultural event where thousands of people from tribes across the country gather to celebrate the nation's independence. This is one of the biggest festivals in Papua New Guinea and usually takes place in September every year. At this festival, the tribes dress in vibrant traditional costumes, decorating their bodies with paint and masks, creating a lively and colorful scene. Each tribe has its own unique way of makeup and disguise, reflecting their distinctive cultural identities and beliefs. For instance, some people cover themselves in white mud and wear clay masks, often representing gods and spirits in local beliefs, with each mask having a unique and fearsome design symbolizing demons, earth gods, and water gods. Additionally, different tribes use bright colors and elaborate costumes to enhance the festival's festivities. Some tribes paint their faces with bright yellow stripes, attach bird feathers, and wear large shell necklaces and non-traditional loincloths. The diversity in costumes and makeup reflects the rich cultural traditions of Papua New Guinea, where hundreds of tribes have their own unique customs. Chapter 8. Unique Cuisines. Papua New Guinea's cuisine is a blend of rich local ingredients and traditional cooking methods, also influenced by English, German, and Australian cultures. Most people in Papua New Guinea rely on subsistence farming, meaning that most of their food, especially protein, comes from available natural sources like vegetables, fruits, and pork. Among traditional dishes, mumu is one of the most famous. It's an earth oven dish, similar to the Maori hangi in New Zealand, prepared by cooking food in a pit with hot stones. Mumu typically includes meats like pork, along with vegetables cooked in banana leaves, creating a unique and delicious flavor. Another popular dish is saksak, a type of dumpling made from sago starch, extracted from palm trees and mashed bananas, then cooked in coconut milk. Bugandi egg drop soup with spinach, spring onions, and chayote is a typical example of a simple yet nutritious cuisine. To end the meal, the traditional dessert talautu is a perfect choice. Made from grated coconut, pineapple chunks, sugar, lemon juice, and coconut milk, tilu offers a sweet, refreshing taste ideal for the tropical climate of the country. Additionally, budget meals in Papua New Guinea range from $5 to $15, offering simple yet hearty dishes. A full meal at mid-range restaurants can cost between $20 to $30, giving travelers a taste of more elaborate local cuisine. For those looking to indulge, high-end restaurants charge anywhere from $50 to $100 per meal, featuring gourmet interpretations of traditional ingredients. Chapter 9. Traveling. The cost of accommodation in the country also varies widely, depending on the type of experience you're seeking. Dormitory beds at hostels or guest houses typically range from $30 to $50 per night, while budget hotels offer rooms for around $100. If you're craving luxury, expect to pay over $300 per night at Papua New Guinea's upscale resorts, where you can enjoy premium service and breathtaking views. Tourist activities, while adventurous and immersive, tend to be on the pricier side, with activities such as trekking through lush rainforests, scuba diving in crystal-clear waters, and exploring the rich local culture costing approximately $50 per day. Since Papua New Guinea is still a developing country with limited tourism infrastructure, traveling independently can be expensive, and travelers should plan to budget at least $100 per day to cover food, lodging, and activities. The country's traditional dishes are not just about sustenance. They reflect the diversity and richness of the natural resources found here, and they highlight the creativity and skill of the local people in transforming these ingredients into mouth-watering meals. Visitors should definitely take the opportunity to try these unique dishes at least once during their stay, as they offer a true taste of Papua New Guinea's culture and heritage. Chapter 10. Natural Resources. Papua New Guinea is rich in natural resources, particularly gold, copper, oil, and natural gas, which are key contributors to the nation's economy. Large gold mines, such as Porgera, Lihir, and Ok Tedi, have positioned the country as one of the largest gold producers globally. Furthermore, oil and natural gas projects like LNG Papua New Guinea continue to generate substantial revenue for the nation. Despite this, agriculture remains the backbone of the economy, with approximately 85% of the population depending on farming and livestock for their livelihood. Major agricultural products include coffee, cocoa, coconut, and palm oil, with coffee and cocoa standing out due to their high quality and value as important export goods. In recent years, tourism has begun to develop, drawing visitors to Papua New Guinea's pristine natural landscapes and the unique indigenous culture that thrives here. However, the country still faces significant challenges related to infrastructure and security, which can make travel less accessible for some. Thank you for joining us on our journey to explore Papua New Guinea, a country that is truly vibrant with its rich customs, diverse traditions, and fascinating way of life. Special customs, such as the practice of marrying pigs, show how the past and present are beautifully woven together in the fabric of this nation's culture. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Life ABC channel to continue discovering more amazing and fascinating places around the world.